Hey, welcome back to Special Tech. It may think at first, this is not a computer. I know it isn't a computer. But it's a lawnmower. It is a 2012 Husqvarna LGT 24K 54 riding mower. You may think, why has this thing been keeping you from making videos for the last 3 months? I've been having a lot of problems with this thing for the last year, I guess. Last year when I was using it, well, when I was took it in for service, well, I know this spindle's not here anymore, but yeah, one of the manuals were worn out, so I replaced that. And like, I don't know, about midsummer or something, I noticed the pulleys were shaking violently, like, because this thing was like, it was creating a lot of heat, and I thought that was normal until like, it was about done mowing. It was like right, oh crap, well, I'm not supposed to show you land, but I was like right here when the freaking blade fell off. Yeah, the blade fell off the lawnmower. I was going in a straight line so it didn't shoot out anywhere, but still, that could have been bad, and took the whole manual yet again. This will be the second one I replaced. No, this will be the third one. So, put the third one in. It was perfectly fine for a few months later until I was mowing, the belt snapped and took that off. So this will be the fourth manual I put on this thing. And this wasn't the only problem, because while I was checking the oil of it one day, checking the oil in it, I know it was a bit low. So went around, although obviously the engine has been, although the engine has left a chat, but there was a massive oil leak going on here. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to rebuild this thing this winter. So I had to get through the rest of the mowing season, which I was able to get through without any much issues. Until winter time, took the mower into my shop. Me and my buddy took the engine out. I thought it was a little drain valve, so replaced the drain valve. Still leaked, so took the engine right back off. This will be the second time. This won't be the last one either. So took the sump off and replaced the crankshaft seal, which it helped a little bit, which it stopped the leaks. But now when I started it up, the thing ran away on me, like over 7,000 RPMs, because I didn't hook the governor up right. I didn't know that. This will be the third time we took the engine back off. Set it back on there. We took the sump off and looked at the little governor, and we thought, well, there's nothing wrong with it, so we put it back together and hooked the governor up right, until I didn't tighten the sump bolts right. Didn't know that at first, because then now it wouldn't even turn over, which I thought was the valves. And after this stupid loose connector, it finally cranked over. When it did, it shot oil out the side. It was having no oil pressure either. Yeah, I wonder why, because there's no oil pressure. The thing, oil's spitting out the engine. So also we used the wrong gasket sealant, so we took the engine back off for the fourth time. Took the engine back off for the fourth time, replaced it with a proper gasket, tightened the sump bolts, put it back on. Still wouldn't turn over, and the valves were messed up, so I had to learn how to adjust the valves once I get the valves back in. It finally cranked over, and also I replaced the valve gaskets because they were leaking. The thing was a smoke show when it started up. And after it cleared up, and also this thing also had drive issues too, because when you let off the brake, I'm going to show you. Yeah, sometimes when you let off the brake, the whole belt will pop off. So I have to spend like 15 minutes putting the silly belt back on. And once that, you were good. So while I was driving around, so I had a clutch in to like put in reverse, the belt popped off. It was right on the hill because I had ran over a snake. Like, oh no. It was like me and my buddy spent like 15 minutes putting the dang belt back on, so I was able to get it back up here. Then the next day, while I was using a fertilizer spreader, spread some fertilizer on the garden. I can show you a little bit. Yeah, that garden over there. And while I had to put the brake on to get off the seat, because if you don't, the engine will shut off. The belt popped off yet again. And that's when I said I was done with this snowmower. All these stupid repairs, all the engine leaks and old leaks and runaways and all that stuff. And also, what really done it is when I put the belt back on, to test the deck, it shredded through 2 brand new belts. That's about $60 worth of belts destroyed. I even put a clip right up here somewhere of the belt popping off. And that's destroyed it, and And that's when I said I was done with this thing. So I parted this thing out. See, now there's no engine. Took the seat off of it. Now here's the serial number if you want it. There you go, have that. I don't freaking care. One thing I do like about this thing, it is a hydrostatic, so you don't need a clutch to go in any gears or anything. I wish I had a foot lift, so every time I get off, my shorts or pants get caught up on this thing. Yeah, I don't like that. And also, right before it died, this thing had over 660 hours on it. Like, I did get this thing for free back in 2022. And I put about 3 seasons on it, so not that bad. Because this machine is from 2012, I think. Yeah. And also I replaced the headlights and stuff. And with it worked, it was a fairly decent lawnmower. But now, it's sitting up in the graveyard, waiting to be disposed of. And now I gotta look for a new riding mower. Either I'm gonna look at a Cub Cadet Ultima ZT150 or a Toro Time Cutter, or the one that I'm going to try to look for is a John Deere riding mower, because I always liked John Deere. Even since I was little, I always liked John Deere. So I'm going to see if I can try to look for a John Deere riding mower. It may be nothing new, but if it works, it works. So that's what this video is about. This Husqvarna piece of crap. Bye. I'm having too much stress with this piece of junk.